Hey, Tom Millie Music here, and just watching some videos, and I thought, maybe I would do something a little different, and maybe just give an opinion on something, or I don't know, start a little discussion about something. I don't know. I came across this video. It's called "The Ben John Mayer Hates the Most." Ooh, scary. So I don't know. Let's take a look at what John Mayer doesn't like about this bend, I guess.
So that's interesting. I want to play the one bend I don't like the most. And so here's the shit that I want to talk to you about. So the only reason that certain things happen on a guitar musically is because they're there shape-wise. And I've gone through my playing and I've gone through the music I listen to, and it's not a bad thing, it's a preference, but the guitar in the science of it has sort of led it into a certain sound in terms of what people play on it. Not always because it's what they want to say, but it's because it's the shape that's available to them on the guitar. And it has inspired, and I think it's a good thing, it's inspired guitar players to come up with ways of playing things based on where they're available to you. So there are these things, they're like guitar-specific notes.
That's well, the last thing you said was a little weird, but that is true. There are a lot of things that guitar players do, but it's not just a guitar player thing. It's like on any instrument, really. There are just ways. It has a lot to do, especially like with a string instrument, how it's tuned, the way the intervals are laid out between the strings, and so on and so on. That's going to be it kind of it's kind of going to be a factor in your phrasing, because certain phrases are going to be easier to do, or are just going to fall under the hands a little easier. Um, and that's definitely true of like a lot of different instruments, even instruments and horn instruments and so on. The piano as well. But you do kind of want to listen to other instruments and try to break outside of that a little bit if you can, because it's useful to kind of do that, to do some things that are outside of your comfort zone, because you can do some interesting things. But the one thing I disagree with here is the thing at the end. We're saying guitar-specific notes. I don't know what that means. I mean, a note is a note. Like, I think he means phrases, because you can't really have a guitar-specific note. I mean, other than the tone of it, but I don't know what he means by that. But let's see, I guess.
That I don't even think people know they don't love as much as they do, but it's just there and it's become part of the vocabulary. And the one I hate, even in my own playing, and I did it only one time. You could actually run it back and go, Mayor's right, he did it one time. And I'll do it every once in a while. If you're an A, right? A, it's da da da, and it happens in music, but on a guitar, I just don't like it. And I also don't like people hit it too hard. But it's usually, it's kind of a fun thing to do in your hand, but it's not that cool to listen to.
Uh, okay. In his opinion, I guess. I don't know. Sounds fine. Also, I don't know what he means by I've done it one time, and then he'll be like, but I'll also do it once in a while. Uh, which is it? I don't know if he means maybe it's like he's recorded it, or done like a recorded solo with it once, and maybe he'll do it every now and again in like a live improvisation. Maybe that's what he means. Um, I don't know. I don't. It seems fine to me.
I just don't like it. That is a guitar-only thing. You wouldn't, on a piano, you wouldn't think to do that, or you can't bend it on a piano. But even vocally, you can do it. You do sometimes, but it becomes like a cliche. Never made me happy. I'm not knocking anybody who does it. I'm just saying, investigate everything you play and find out, is it because it's a note you want to play, or is it because it's in the jungle gym and it's fun to climb around and you're just doing it because it's there? That's what I'm trying to take out.
Well, yeah, to his last note there, fair enough. I think it's worth analyzing whether or not what you're playing is something that you actually want to play based on what you're feeling or what you're trying to express, or is it just because it's there on the guitar and it's something that you're used to or that you've heard a lot of other people play, so on and so on. I think that's good advice. I don't know, I just feel like it's still kind of a strange way to word it, and I'm fairly certain I've heard singers bend to that note quite a bit, and other instruments use phrasing similar to that. Maybe not necessarily with a bend, but I don't know, there's a lot of interesting things you could do with that, you know, like if I to get the guitar here. It's actually something I've been trying to do more of because you can add just a little more flavor to things. You know, instead of just hitting the fretted note. And you could like add notes to it too, like as you're bending it, like that kind of thing. I don't know. There's a lot of things that are kind of cool centered around that. You know, you could do that kind of thing. That's kind of cool, like that I like to do. And like this one, like I was doing before, that kind of thing. There's just like a certain tension to it, a certain wailing to it, like a moaning to it. I think it just depends on what you want to do, context of the song, what are the chords that you're playing behind it, because maybe that note that you're bending from, maybe that doesn't fit into it. But that's another thing too, I feel like that's probably way more cliche. That kind of thing, or not. Not like the B.B. King thing, like a like that kind of thing. I feel like that's a little more cliche. You know, there's a lot more cliche bends, I would say, than the one that John Mayer is talking about, especially in a blues context, so I don't know. But, you know, at the end of the day, everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has their own note choices, everybody has their own phrasing, their own style, their own influences, and that's what makes music interesting, I guess. And like you said, you know, just try to understand maybe like why are you phrasing certain things a certain way. Is it like you said, it just falls under the hand nicely, or is it actually a phrase that you're hearing in your head that expresses something? I think that's worth exploring. So I don't know, it's kind of like a yes and no thing for me, I guess, for this video. Yeah, tell me what you think in the comments, and yeah, I don't know, just a little bit of a different video. Might do something like this again, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let me know in the comments, I guess, if you want to see more, and I'll see you later in the next video, I guess. Bye bye.